council meeting Monday, January 11th to order. Invocation given by Mr. Kinnemer and the pledge of allegiance by myself.
Almighty God, we give you thanks and praise for your great goodness towards us. We ask you to be with this city, its mayor, its council, its employees. Be with them as they go about their functions and duties. Bless this republic, this state, its university. These things we ask in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll do adoption of our agenda tonight. Do I have a motion to adopt that?
Make that motion.
Do I have a second? Second. Any discussion? We'll vote on all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion granted. Let's see. Then we're going to do approval of previous minutes. Do I have a motion? Have we gone through that? Have a motion to approve these minutes?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Any discussion? Vote on all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. There's no old business tonight, so we'll move into new business. First thing we have a little presentation first, special presentation. Mayor?
Officer Vance, would you step forward, please? First, personally, I'd like to thank you for your service. 30 years, that's significant. And we have a certificate of recognition. This award is given to Jerry Vance in appreciation for your 30 years of dedicated service to the Scottsboro Police Department and the City of Scottsboro. Presented on this the 11th day of January 2021 by Jim McCain, Mayor. Thank you so much. Thank you.
First thing on the agenda is our Rebuild Alabama Act report. Ms. Phillips, go over that.
The balance in our special gas tax account created by the Rebuild Alabama Act report is $88,033.30, and this will be used for paving this year.
Thank you. Second thing on our agenda tonight is to consider the approval of the invoices from the Heritage Center edition. You'll see in your packet we have three different invoices. The first one, KPS, and our half would be $263.63. The second one is the KPS, and our half would be $1,911.32. And the third one is to Toller for $27,926.20. Do I have a motion to approve these invoices?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on these? Hearing none, we'll vote on it. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 3 is to consider the approval of Alabama College Bass Nation Tournament Agreement. This agreement is for $6,500 for the tournament, and there's 5 nights worth of hotel rooms in this. And this will be coming out of the tourism grant. Do I have a motion to approve this?
Make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? Hearing none, we'll go ahead and vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 4 tonight is consider a budget amendment for the dump truck repairs at solid waste. And this was discussed at a solid waste disposal authority meeting and then bringing to us now. And in the meeting, we discussed replacing 2 tires and repairing the truck. And after seeing the truck and speaking with council, we are interested now in replacing 4 of the tires because they're badly in need of it. So replace 4 tires and to repair the truck, it'd be up to $22,000 to do all that. Do I have a motion for this?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on that? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 5 is to consider the budget amendment for the property appraisal and environmental study for property adjacent to the airport. This is up to $10,000 to cover this. Do I have a motion to approve this?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on that? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 6 is consider a budget amendment for the additional operator 2 at the landfill. And speaking with the finance director, he said this would be around $50,500 to cover this. We put up to $50,500 to cover this, depending on their experience, of course. So do I have a motion to approve this additional landfill operator?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Mr. President, on this, the amount of money that is listed, $50,500, let it be noted that this includes all benefits as
Yes,
well.
sir. Yes, sir. That's true. Anyone else have anything? If not, we'll vote on this. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. This next one, we're also discussing the solid waste disposal authority meeting. This is to consider budget amendment for the TARP machine for the landfill. And this is up to $45,000 to replace the TARP machine at the landfill. Do I have a motion to approve this?
I'll make that. Go ahead, Gary.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? If not, we'll vote on this. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 8 is to announce a museum commission vacancies. Ms. Phillips?
Brenda Ivy, Patricia Smith, and Steve Turner's positions on the Museum Commission expired October 2020. These are 5-year terms. Anyone interested should apply in writing to the city clerk's office by 4:30 p.m. on Friday, January 22nd, 2021. Also, Blake Wilhelm and Deborah Helms have resigned from the Museum Commission. Anyone interested in filling these terms should apply in writing to the city clerk's office by 4:30 p.m. on Friday, January 22nd, 2021.
Thank you. That will conclude our meeting. We'll go to delegations. Dr. Spears?
Mr. Mayor, Council President, Councilor to this chamber, I've been informed that there's a national championship game on the state tonight. So I will reduce my 3 sheets down to 1, actually. I'll just read it briefly and we just go on. The first request to the Scottsboro City Council started on January the 13th, 2020, asking for the safety and improvements in clearing the properties across from the Scottsboro Depot. On Saturday, January the 9th, 2021, the Celebration of Life services was held for Ms. Thelma Snodgrass, 93, a longtime resident of Scottsboro, and it took place at 608 North Houston Street of the Greater St. Paul AME Church. People returned home to attend and pay their respects to the memory and legacy of Ms. Snodgrass. Many of them were her students. Once they crossed the tracks, those traveling from New Orleans could be reminded to the devastation of Hurricane Katrina. Those from New York could be reminded of the 9/11 World Trade Center disaster. Those who arrived from Nashville, Tennessee, could relate to the recent explosion in downtown area near the AT&T building. Fortunately, there were no catastrophic events here in Scottsboro. This is just an everyday Scottsboro, Alabama. On last Friday, I observed what appeared to be a slow, rainy day by the State Highway Department. Rather than one person with a shovel and 6 other people watching them, all 7 had shovels working in unity in the same area. Maybe the issue here is money, could be finances, could be grants, could be planning, could be manpower or equipment. I don't know. Maybe there's a double standard and we don't care attitude might exist because it's not in our neighborhood. I don't know. Whatever the reason, the residents of our communities would like to feel proud about their hometown and community. And in closing, I hope that this issue can be addressed and cleared before the next election cycle. Thank you so very much, concerned citizen Gary Spears. And I'm sure it's in the works, but I just wanted to put it on record and not let you forget about it.
Thank you, Dr. Spears.
Thank you, sir.
Has anything been done?
Yes, Dr. Spears, as a matter of fact, they have been working on the old Scottsboro wholesale that belongs to the city. The one across the street is privately owned, and there's not a whole lot as far as filling in the hole there that we can do for the privately owned property. I did speak with Mrs. Cook today, who is the owner of the property, or the wife of the owner of the property. But in the next few weeks, we will be completely filling in that. What we're going to do is fill in our side and cover it with dirt and smooth it. So it is in process.
Do we have any plans for that property? I mean,
At this point, no. Not at this point. But we've got to get the hole filled up from the old wholesale and make sure it's safe first. And as far as any future plans, there are none at this point.
Thank you for your time.
Sure.
Congratulations.
No other delegations? We'll move to reports. Mayor?
I have no other reports for tonight, other than to please remind everybody to please mask and separate and sanitize. Our numbers continue to go up. And please get your vaccine as soon as it's available. They'll be going into phase 1C in the next couple of weeks. So as soon as you are eligible, please get your vaccine. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you. Mr. Stewart?
I don't have anything this evening. Thank you all for coming, and congratulations to Mr. Vance. We appreciate your service.
Thank you. Mr. Ashton?
Just like for everyone to remember the families of Bobby Cole Wallingford and Fred Thomas who passed away this past week. These people known by everybody here in town. It's real sad that they both passed away, so remember their family. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Dahl?
I don't have anything to say now.
Thank you. Mr. Dahl?
I'd like to congratulate Lieutenant Vance on his many years with the police department. I had the honor to work alongside him most of those years. And also I'd like to thank Stacy Ledwell for the job he does at the landfill. We really appreciate the hard work he did.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I also would like to thank Lieutenant Vance. We appreciate you and your family being here tonight, and thank you for your many years of service. Mayor, I'd also like to see if I can get a little bit of an update on the road paving advisory committee. I know we started that work, and can you just kind of give the council an update on that?
Sure, the committee has not met yet. I gave the list to Mr. Green at the Water, Sewer, and Gas Board last week for him to review before we sit down with the committee to make sure that any projects they already have in line, we can consider those when the committee sits down to prioritize those streets.
Okay, thank you. And saying that, I would also like to, since we have that advisory committee, I'd like to start another advisory committee, a health insurance advisory committee, to go ahead and get started on our health insurance. As you know, the city has to go into negotiations every year, contract, and we don't want to be last second trying to get a contract for our employees, so we want to get started early. And saying that, I would like to see if I can get Ralph Dahl
Yes, sir.
Mike Ashburn, the mayor, and then Aaron Green, all on that committee, to go ahead and get started on looking at that, if y'all don't mind. Mike, you good with that?
I'm good.
Thank you. Just a reminder, there's no meeting next week, but there will be a work session and a council meeting on the 25th. That's all I have tonight. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?